I'm going to tell you about a story about my son, Kent. Okay, Kent is now 21 years old. He goes to Appalachian State. Any mountaineers in the room? There you go, right there. Okay, good. So he is a whole different man than he was when he was 5 years old, because on his 5th birthday, my son is running around the dining room table, and he's making me crazy. I turn to my husband and I say, "You take him down to the ice cream store and go pick up the cake." They get out of the minivan, they go into the ice cream store, and there is this hard, cold glass case. Do you guys know the hard, cold glass case? Okay, and it's got 3 levels of cakes in it. So Kent runs in, takes his little hands and puts it where? Right on the glass, and he looks in, and he's at the first level of the ice cream case, and he says, "Oh, Daddy, 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 is that the cake that I want?" And he points at a cake, and it's a Disney cake. I mean, it's a really great cake. It's got lots of characters, and he recognizes it, and he turns to Daddy, and he says, "Is that what I want?" And his daddy says, "No, Kent, that is not the cake that you want." Now, what happens when you start telling a 5-year-old on his birthday, no? Well, not yet, but he's almost there, Kathy. He puts his hands on his hips, and he's a pretty resilient little guy, and he thinks, "I'm going back in." So he goes back into the hard, cold glass case, puts his hands on there, he looks in, and this time he sees a fire truck cake. And he thinks to himself, "I like fire trucks," and like on the cake there's a big glob of icing that's like red and yellow and orange, and he thinks to himself, "When we get this sucker home, I'm going to cut it out, and the one with the big flames, that's my piece." Turns to his daddy and says, "Daddy, is this the cake that I want?" And his daddy says, No, Kent, that is not the cake that you want." He's like, "Whoa, 2 times no." He's starting to get worried. He gets that little frowny wrinkle right here. Hands are on the hip again, but he thinks there's 3 levels to the hard, cold glass case. So he goes back in. He's on his tiptoes. Don't miss that part. He's on his tiptoes. He has to get up higher through his own volition, looks into the hard, cold glass case, and takes a deep sigh. Oh. Because it's that lame clown cake. Do you know the cake I'm talking about that has the little, it's the one, if you're a baby boomer or a Gen X, you know that cake, this one with the clown head where it's holding the plastic bouquet of balloons. And Kent looks at that and he thinks, "Oh God." And he turns to his daddy and he says, "Daddy, is that the cake that I want?" And David says, No, that is not the cake that you want." And now, Kathy, he has what my grandpa would say, had a fit and started to fall in it. Okay? And finally, David has to take his big paw, put it on top of Kent's head, and says, "Look!" And it sounded like this. Oh! Dinosaurs! Okay, now this is not a trick question. So don't think too hard. Sometimes y'all are smart and you want to think hard. Don't think too hard. Question is, why did dinosaurs take Kent's breath away? Why? What?
Dinosaurs.
He loves dinosaurs. What do you say? They were different. Well, here's the thing. He loves dinosaurs. And that's what he really wants. He kept saying, "Is this the cake that I want?" And David knew that these 3, although they are options, they are not what you really, really want, because you know what a 5-year-old wants, right? They are relentless in telling you exactly what they want. In fact, back at the party where I finally got all my cobwebs down and the boys are still MIA, people are starting to arrive, and in every box and gift bag, what is there?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs! That's right. There are dinosaur pillows and dinosaur puzzles and dinosaur videotapes and dinosaur everything under the sun. Hello, heads up, the kid likes dinosaurs. Okay, so why am I telling you this dinosaur story? Because the key to getting what we really want is to what? Ask for it, request it, talk about it. Because then you will start to get what you really want. But if you keep your dreams hidden away, you will not get them.